Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have for you, the DVD business isn't dying, but could it be headed for a mainstream resurrection? So I was sent this article by two of my channel members. Shout out to Troy Pacelli and Tim Hayes. I will put links to their channels in the description down below so you guys can go check them out. And thank you guys for being channel members here. But they sent me this article I'm going to bring up right here from Hollywood Reporter that said why the dying DVD business could be headed for a resurrection. I say it's not dying because as a physical media collector, and I know this setup is a bit different than I usually do here, guys. I just thought I wanted to go over a lot of this article here, certain parts of it, and I figured this would be easier to do than the way I typically do it. But as a physical media collector, I do not feel like the DVD business, Blu-ray, 4K business is dying. It's not mainstream. It has already gone back to a niche audience, much like vinyl and stuff like they talk about in this. But there's some stuff in this that I wanted to cover, and it's the Hollywood Reporter gets some stuff right and some stuff wrong, but I do want to cover over this section down here. We'll get to it. Warner Brothers Discovery last year began a content purge of its streaming service HBO Max, now just Max, removing thousands of hours of programming. Disney Plus, Hulu, and Paramount Plus followed suit, canceling shows and calling off old titles. As the cost of content will continue to rise in a post-strike world, even Netflix or Amazon might be tempted to remove titles to save a few bucks. If I do remember, I do think Netflix did remove a few titles, if I remember correctly. But this is something that we've been talking about here on the channel is with streaming services, they will constantly remove titles, shift titles, end licensings. It's ridiculous. That's why I say you should always buy your favorite movies on a physical copy, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever. And then it also continues that says that strategy shift, as jarring as it is to some creators and consumers, reinforces the value of physical media. It's a similar state of play with digital downloads, which you might buy from Amazon or iTunes, but can be removed from your library at any time. Studios could pull Westworld or Good Burger from Max, but not from your bookshelf. Exactly. Those digital titles that you buy, they will never, ever be yours. They are just a prolonged rental. They can be removed at any time. This is why physical media is such important, and I think that it will never, ever die. So many people are so quick to jump on the bandwagon that physical media is dying, is going to die. It's dying. It's just not mainstream as it once was. It is not dying. But because of things like this is why it will continue to live, because with streaming and the removing of titles and digital movies that you buy will never be yours. They will never be yours, and they will never be there digitally available like a physical copy would. So I want to continue down here because this is something I found really interesting with the whole music thing with the vinyl, because they always talk about how DVDs, Blu-rays and stuff are going to come back like vinyls. And this is interesting. It says, then there's a lesson from the music industry, which was upended by streaming well before Hollywood, which was music was streaming well before physical media, according movies and stuff, I should say. According to the Recording Industry Association of America's 2023 mid-year revenue report, while streaming accounts for 84% of music revenue, physical media is on the rise. This makes me happy. Vinyl records are the main growth driver, but sales of CDs have also increased. Well, who buys CDs anymore? Well, you know what? Who buys CDs anymore? I buy CDs still. Just saying. The new data also shows that the lasting power of physical formats. RII CEO Mitch Glazer commented, adding that physical revenues reached their highest level since a full decade ago, topping 880 million so far this year. That is awesome that the music industry, like with CDs and vinyl, is going that way. Because, and like, I want to mention, because some people always like to say, like with the DVD business, everything is dying. It may not be mainstream, but it's still a $2 billion industry on DVD, Blu-rays, and all that. So this makes me happy that physical media, CD music, CD and vinyl has gone up $880 million dollars so far this year. That is awesome. It says vinyl records with their unique sound and artists willing to add bonus tracks and content that isn't available to stream help turn around music's physical media business. It's not unlike the behind-the-scenes access and director commentary that defined the DVD and Blu-ray era, which is something that we are losing on Blu-ray and DVDs, which I've been talking about, is special features. I love a good special features. There were so many great special features back in the day on DVDs and Blu-rays, documentaries, everything. It's just like everybody was trying their best in this, and today, in today's day and age, it's just like there's nothing like, oh yeah, we'll give you this awesome movie that you really love from such a long ago on 4K, but we're not going to give you any special features. We're just not. It's just like they don't want to produce it. I hate that they're losing that, but I think the music industry looks like they have a right deal to add extra stuff onto their physical content that you can't get on their digital streaming platform and like Spotify and all that. So that is awesome. That's something Blu-rays and DVDs need to go back to in 4K. We need better special features and more special features. Like I just watched uh Planet CHH talk about the fall of Scream Factory, how it's failing, and how he talked about the big massive documentary they put on the Bruce Campbell movie, Army of Darkness. Sorry, Army of Darkness, and how today they don't do documentaries like that. They just like split up the interviews for a special feature. So that saddens me. But let's continue here. It says, with titles disappearing from streaming services at a rapid clip, it might be worth opening that DVD or Blu-ray distribution window one more time. Buy it now before it leaves your subscriptions and doesn't come back. Who's been saying that? Who has been saying that? I think I might be the only one on YouTube. I mean, I know there's a bunch of physical media collectors have been talking about, but I think I'm the only one on YouTube that I've seen saying, make sure you buy a physical copy of your favorite, because you never know. I think I've been saying that, but I know other people have been saying buy physical and all that, but I think I'm the one that's been saying that. I'm going to take it regardless. But what do you guys think about all this? This is something I want to do. Like I said, I want to do it in a little different format here. What do you guys think about it? This is something I wanted to cover, and I really think that physical media is very, very important for people who love entertainment and movies, and I'm really happy to see the growth in the music industry with CDs and vinyl. So will we get a sort of a mainstream? I guess it's really not mainstream, is it? Because it's still going to be niche, like with vinyl, how people are buying vinyl again. But I don't know. I think it may become a little more popular on physical media than it is seen. And it just aggravates me so much so that everybody always says like the dying DVD business, or physical media is dying, or physical media is dead. That really, really aggravates me that so many people say that, because physical media is not dying. It is not dead. It's not going anywhere. And especially when you keep getting articles like this talking about how streaming services are pulling off titles, how you'll never own that digital copy of a movie, that shows you that there's a want and need for physical media, that DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks are still going to be sold. They're still going to be bought. There's so many great boutique labels out there that are still selling so many great physical media versions. The studios are releasing titles. They've started. Some of them started coming around. Paramount, for better or worse. Sometimes their scans are good. Sometimes their scans are bad. They're still giving you those great movies. We just need a little more special features. I'm very disappointed with the special features have been going lately, but we need that. But maybe, just maybe, there's something special coming for physical media lovers out there. Maybe there's a turnaround. Regardless, I will keep making videos like this. I will keep shouting to the rooftop that physical media is viable. It is important. You should always own a physical copy of your favorite, whether it be a CD, a comic book, a graphic novel, a hardback or paperback book, or a DVD, VHS, Laserdisc, Blu-ray, Betamax, CEDs, whatever you enjoy. Have a physical copy of it, because physical media is here to stay. I will believe that. I do not believe it's dying, but I am glad to see that people like Hollywood Reporter and other people out there are saying stuff like this. It's like I've been saying, and so many other physical media collectors have been saying. So let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments section down below. Do you think that DVDs and Blu-rays and all that are making a sort of a mainstream comeback, or are going to become like maybe not mainstream, but it's more of a niche, even though I believe it's already a niche. Personally, it's because it's already gone back to the collector, but will more people come back to physical media? Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing and hitting that bell for notification. That would be awesome if I earned your subscription, or possibly share the video out for everybody to see, or possibly join and become a channel member, because that would be awesome if I earned your channel membership. And I want to give a big thank you and a shout out to all my channel members. Thank you guys for being channel members here, for all your support. And once again, thank you and shout out to Troy Bocelli and Tim Hayes for this article. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much for being channel members here. And to everybody watching this video, whether you like me, hated me, you liked this video, or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long. Wherever you all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media. It truly is the superior format. Godspeed.